Shalom, Yahshala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakodash. We're blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the work. Shall keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 8. It says, "Let all the earth fear Yahweh. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him." All right. Videos I'm about to show you, oh man, they're not for the squeamish. It might be hard to look at. This is not to make fun of nothing. This is dead serious, right? Just showing you how the Most High operates, man. Matter of fact, let me go to the book of John. John chapter 9. And from the top, it says, "And as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth." Right, dude was born blind. Right, when the accident that happened, it was nothing happened. He was just born that way. Right, it says, "And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" All right, so it says, Yahushua answered, "Neither hath this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of power should be made manifest in him." All right, and he proceeded to, spit on the ground, picked up the clay, put it in his eyes, and healed the man. And he was saying the reason why the Most High blinded that man from birth was so that I could come and do this miracle for y'all. So I can show you. Matter of fact, let me read up to it. It says, verse 4, "I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work." Right? "As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world." When he had thus spoken, he spat on the ground and made clay of the spittle, and he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay. All right? So the Most High does things. All right? He does things in this world, and it's all purposeful. But you have to see everything with the spiritual eye, and at times it is not easy to do so. But you have to. That's the only way to maintain the proper mind. Right? Let me also read these scriptures as it pertains to what happens to us when we pass. Let me see. So I'm going to go to the book of Psalms. (104) and 29. Because this is another portion of why certain people are born a certain way. Like ain't nothing that happens to them. They're just born that way. Right? It says in the book of Psalms 104 and 29, "Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled. Thou takest away their breath, they die and return to their dust. When you pass, your body goes back into the dust." It says, "Thou sendest forth thy spirit." The Most High calls that spirit back up to him. It says, "They are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth." Right? So in between Yahweh calling forth that spirit to go back up and that spirit coming back down into this earth to be created, something happens. Right? Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 34. It says, "Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared." So that thing that happens in between our spirit going back up to the Father and coming back down to this earth to be created is we face judgment, and we come back on this earth to live out that judgment. Right? So So it's a twofold thing. So no one really can pinpoint why certain individuals are born certain way, but the only thing that can be said is fear the Lord, man. Fear the Lord. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai does not play. He is so serious, right? He's austere, bro. So serious, man. So with that, I'm going to let this video play. I'm going to let some videos play and I'll be back.
No, I'm just like any other little boy. Sorry. I know the last time I took him to a park, there were some kids that told him he looked like a monster, so. And he hasn't been back to that park ever since. So I had to tell him that I had to tell him that he's not a monster. He's just been through a lot. He goes through a lot. Hey, good morning. Hey, you doing okay? Yeah. Okay, you ready for some lunch? Yeah.
17-year-old Jonathan John Frido was born with the genetic condition epidermolysis bullosa, or EB. His body lacks a vital protein that holds it together.
I am fragile on the outside because of the skin disorder, but on the inside I'm just as weak.
The day Jonathan was born was pretty hectic. They noticed something wasn't right, that he was missing a little bit of skin here and there. And I figured, he was just in too long. He was 2 weeks late. Then they been testing for certain problems, and the skin completely tore off when they tried to get a little blood out of him. I had people coming and saying, this is what we think he has, epidermolysis bullosa. And I said, can you spell that for me? It was pretty devastating, and it was probably one of the worst days of my life.
Mandy Sellers has legs that weigh over 10 stone, and they're getting bigger.
Sugar daddy's weight?
Hello.
Abigail Lyder's head has started to grow out of all proportion to her body, and it won't stop. They have Proteus syndrome, a form of gigantism, where parts of the body just won't stop growing. It's one of the rarest conditions in the world, with fewer than 200 recorded cases.
Oh, sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Tonight on Real Families, the children that grow too much skin.
We asked her what she wanted for Christmas, and she said normal skin. And we had to sort of sit and explain that wasn't going to ever be possible.
Ready for you, Mum.
Two families battling a painful and incurable...
All right, so, hey, man, fear the Lord, man. Now, we know we've heard stories in the past of individuals that would capture slaves, right? And the different things that they would do, that they would do to those slaves. For instance, Nat Turner. When they caught Nat Turner, they hung him after he died. They boiled that man's skin off. They tore his body apart. They used the residue of his body for grease. They used the skin as leather, right? So we know these atrocities happened in the past. But what we can't understand is the Most High make you pay for that, man. If not in this life, it'll be the next, right? So fear the Lord, bro. Fear the Lord, sis, because the Most High does not play. So I'm going to end with this. This is the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 34 and verse 9. It says, "O fear Yahweh, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him." Right? Fear the Lord. Right? Because like I said, man, like script says, you might not get it in this life, but when you go back up to the Father, when you pass and your body go into the dirt, your spirit go back up to the Father, you're going to have to answer for some things. Yeah, and then you're going to have to come back down to this earth. And you're going to have to live out whatever the Most High deems you to do. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Right? Like we see. So with that, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harakat Kodash Shalom Yashala.